way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm here to be the...
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with a level like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 40 rewards just because he had every 6'11". A lot of people run Beasley, Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Oh yeah, that's
I went to your corner, my bad. Here you go.
Take that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Danny.
Good pass.
Good pass.
Good defense by Kawhi.
It really is.
Oh.
Doesn't matter though.
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big D, no threes.
No threes.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And the Clippers starting 5. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Banchero. And it's Durant. And it's DJ. And it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New Orleans, we've got Naz Reid. Sohan is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Ingram against Leonard. And here is Ingram. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Dan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scorers along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What an attempt. Drops in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Willie Green.
Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. He can throw a lot at him, and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ingram wide open. And it's off from three-point range. L.A. is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's DJ. Trains it from beyond the arc. DJ's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Clippers.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. The 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
DJ's gone 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. On the wing, Murray. The Clippers grab the miss. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still mattered. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
And that one's good, DJ.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find the handle.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Look at New Orleans. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Pass to Hawkins. Now Reed, defended by Holmgren. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target with his 3.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And that one's good, DJ.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Ingram. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Puts up a 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. The Clippers also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Leonard. And Miller's subbed in for Kevin Durant.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Pelicans trail by 21. Here's Spencer. Pass to Claxton. Miller against Reeves. And the rejection by Holmgren. Now DJ really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Bangs home the trifecta.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Spencer. And Holmgren pulls it down. DJ from deep 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's DJ. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Miller in at the 2. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Bucks was just phenomenal. He picked up 67 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Kept alive, Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Jones. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul him.
Brown is checked in for the Clippers. Durant comes in for Miller. From past the arc. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
The Pelicans shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. And here we go. DJ heading to the basket. And DJ throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Jones, the pass to Ingram. Driving inside. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
Yeah, a little extra on that finish from Ingram. That was impressive.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's DJ. That 3 off the mark. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Ingram with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just a straight flush by Murray. No fret.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Here's Murray. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And it's DJ missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Count that bucket. Sochan's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, the paint is Sochan's go-to area as a scorer. He feels emboldened to attack inside.
Here's DJ. Off target from three-point range. The Pelicans have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. For 3, Murray. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Clippers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. DJ with it. 43 points in the game. The shot will not fall. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
An impressive athlete. Sochan's teammates appreciate his energy on the boards.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Reed, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Substitution on the court.
And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in to the inside. And it's Murray, that time on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists tonight.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. DJ's got 46 points.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A 3-point barrage.
Ingram against Leonard. Now here's Ingram. Tight defense on him. Launches from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Clippers on top, running away with it. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Murray. Reed is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Wow. Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Here's DJ. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Chet Holmgren. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Number 5.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Passes it to Reed. And they call an illegal screen here. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Take a look at Murray. He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Murray looking around. Connects on the 9-footer. Murray's got 8 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And great remember in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western conference finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And the Clippers making a change here. Miller's checked in. Here's Sohan. Great defense that time from Banchero.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Out to the right wing. Here's Spencer. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And that one drops for him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And the Pelicans miss again.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Here is Hawkins. Still yet to score. And that one, good.
Hawkins finessing his...
So for the Clippers, Brown is checked in for Jackson. And DJ subbed in for Banchero. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's... Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Brown, EJ out there with Miller, and it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Flowers in at the small forward position. Out to Ingram, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter. But it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
New Orleans making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. And it's DJ missing. The Pelicans have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the paint, here's Messi. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Here's DJ. Connects again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going. his way right now. Now here's Ingram. Not a lot of room. It's tipped.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
And as he adds strength, Holmgren will only get more dangerous on the glass.
Pelican shooting 47%, pretty solid.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DJ.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Down low, Holmgren.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Spencer, the pass to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And here's Los Angeles. The feed to Holmgren. Sochan with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. 6-second difference between shot and game plan.
Leaving no room for error. Murray rises up and finishes with authority.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Holmgren can't hit. So it's the Pelicans now. To the middle. And the dunk by Sochan.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 66 points for DJ.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.